Helena nodded and stepped outside. The night air was cool and still, but a moment later, a shout echoed from farther down the path. She began to run. As she moved through the dim paths past darkened homes, doors began to creak open. Faces peered out into the gloom, and the smell of fear was already beginning to spread. What happened? Someone asked. No one knows, another replied. Helena rounded a corner and stopped. A man lay on the ground, his body terrifyingly still. Two other villagers stood nearby, hovering as if afraid to touch him. I found him like this, one man said, his voice shaking. He just collapsed. Helena stepped forward immediately, her healer's instincts taking over. Kneel him slightly, she commanded, carefully. They did. She crouched beside him, her fingers pressing against his neck. The pulse was there, but it was thin and weak. When she touched his chest, she recoiled slightly. He was cold, far too cold for a living man on a mild night. This wasn't a standard illness. What happened before he fell? She asked. The men exchanged uneasy glances. He was just walking. One explained. Then he stopped, like he saw something. What did he see? I don't know. Helena's gaze hardened. She had an idea, and she didn't like where it led. She reached into the pouch at her waist, crushed a pungent herb between her fingers, and held it to the man's nose. Breathe, she murmured. Nothing. He didn't respond to the scent or the pressure of her hand. She crushed a stronger herb, her grip tightening. Breathe, she said again, firmer this time. Finally, a reaction. The man's chest jerked with a sharp, ragged inhale. He's waking up, one of the villagers cried with relief. No, Helena replied. He's fighting. She could feel it now. The same strange, oily presence from the forest was hanging over the entire city. It wasn't as direct as the assassins, but it was close. She leaned closer to the man. What did you see? The man's lips moved, but only a raspy whisper emerged. Dark. What kind of dark? She asked, her own chest tightening. Watching. A chill raced down Helena's spine. The villagers shifted uneasily, asking what he was saying. But Helena didn't answer. The moment the man spoke, she felt that quiet awareness return, but this time it wasn't gentle. It pressed against her from the outside. She straightened slowly and scanned the darkness beyond the lanterns. Nothing moved, yet she knew with absolute certainty that someone or something was watching.